Test 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Could you tell too loud or too soft? It's okay? Okay, good. From the DC Everest Fieldhouse, I'm Chris Conley. The Evergreens are on the air, and we welcome all of our Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln fans looking in at our Zaleski Sports broadcast. Girls basketball for a Tuesday night. This is the second Everest girls game in a row where somebody is going to get their first win of the season. Rapids comes in 0-4. I think they've played a slightly tougher schedule than the Evergreens, but still haven't put one in the win column yet. Evergreens are 0-6. When they were last seen, they played a winless Mosinee team. That was last Thursday at home. Mosinee was a double-digit winner that time, and Mosinee has come back to win since then. The Indians were winners over Antigo in their last out. The Evergreens haven't played since then. Everest has come within 2 of victory when they fell to Rhinelander over at the East tournament earlier this season. So it's the first conference game for both of these teams, and again, somebody is going to get the W tonight. Basketball is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned cooperative with a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. It's going to be a busy week of sports coverage on our Zaleski Sports channels. Looking around at some of the other games that we have going tonight, we've got hockey. Pacelli is hosting Tomahawk. Got a couple of boys basketball games too. Marshfield's got a tough one. They're hosting Eau Claire Memorial. Elsewhere, Pacelli is playing Tri-County, and another boys game, Amherst against Bonduelle. And the girls are represented tonight too. Greenwood is hosting Neilsville. Pacelli girls are on the road all the way over to Green Bay Preble. And yes, our Zaleski Sports cameras and microphones are there too. And Assumption is at home against Edgar. All on our Zaleski Sports channels tonight. Here we're getting ready for girls basketball, DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids. Starting lineups, our national anthem, and the opening tap. Tuesday hoops when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Back at the Everest Fieldhouse, where the pregame shoot-around will be wrapping up in just a moment. Rapids Road red with white numerals. Evergreens will be in the home white with the green numbers and the gold trim. I thought that the Evergreens were going to be short-handed. They came out with only 8 players for their pregame shoot-around, then a couple of JVers joined in. Rapids took the JV game 49-20. Everest girls managed just 5 points in the second half of that one. Teams will be over on the bench, and we'll get our starting lineups introduced in just a moment. High school pep band is here at the Everest Fieldhouse. Of course, they've got California plans. A lot of student athletes from student musicians from Central Wisconsin will be taking part in the Tournament of Roses parade. We thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, and Jamie Schley, American Family Insurance. Looking forward Thursday to Marathon Cup hockey. Both of those games will be on Zaleski Sports. Wausau West will play the East Merrill Co-op. And then DC Everest and Mosinee. Marathon Cup hockey, if you want to come over and see it, $4. That's a lot of hockey for $4. And if you can't come out to the Greenheck Fieldhouse and see it in person, have it all on Zaleski Sports. Consolation and championship games are Saturday night. And our Zaleski cameras and microphones will be there for that as well. Teams come out to their respective free throw lines as the DC Everest Pep Band will be giving us our national anthem in just a moment. The 8th and 9th grade band concert is in the auditorium just across the hall. I understand that our band is running the 50-50 raffle. That'll put some of the adult chaperones in what? In the luxury lounge at the airport on that trip out to Pasadena, right? Right. Both teams suit up 10, and here are the starting lineups. That's Kristen Radke coming out for Wisconsin Rapids. Aliyah Jenkins. Jaslyn Red Cloud, freshman. Logan Vollert and Avery Bryce. Evergreen still huddled up on their bench, and now we're ready to meet their starting five tonight. There's the sophomore, Kelsey Woolley. Senior, Katie Schultz. Kirsten Hall, sophomore. Senior leading scorer, Braylon Byler. And out comes Grace Sandquist to complete the starting five for the Evergreens. Sandquist and Hall are the sophomores, and they're probably the Everest players that have the most room for growth. They're going to turn into legitimate varsity talent by the time they reach junior or senior year. Neither of these teams has height to speak of. One of the things that has kept them both out of the win column so far. So we meet at the center circle where Hall will jump against Vollert. Ball's in the air. Let's light this candle. Basketball is underway. Someone gets their first win tonight, and Rapids controls opening possession. 3 from the wing, off the glass and in. Kind of a Cheshire Cat smile there. I don't think that Kristen Radke called glass. Full court pressure with Rapids up 3-0. Evergreen solve it on the dribble right to the rim, and dribbling off her foot is Sandquist. And they're going to say, no, last touch by the Rapids player. Sandquist kind of helped with the call there, so the Evergreens will inbound from underneath. Hall, Byler, 3 from the baseline, off the back bracket, no good, rims around. Evergreens get the rebound. Sandquist got it, Byler again, 0 for 2. And again knocked around, that time by Hall, but Evergreens couldn't squeeze it. Rapids with a 3-0 lead has possession. Evergreen's next girls basketball game is Friday. It's part of a boys-girls doubleheader against Walsall East. So that could be another opportunity to get a win if it doesn't come tonight. East girls have struggled mightily in recent years, but they have 2 wins against smaller Northwoods League schools. Outside 3, Avery Bryce hits, 6-0. So Rapids is 2 for 2 from behind the arc, and the Evergreens are 0 for 2 from three-point range. Full court press is on. Evergreen's got to make sure they limit their turnovers. Byler, who is sure-handed, gets it across the timeline. Entry pass Sandquist in traffic back out. Hall was open, doesn't pop. Byler gets that one. So she's 1 for 3. Everything from behind the arc in a 6-3 game, 16.5 in the first half. Cross court, good ball movement here by Rapids. Foul line extended, now to the wing. It's a bad pass that's tracked down. 3 ball there, round and out. One and done trip. Hall, offensive foul. Yep, came in hot. Didn't have control and is whistled. Kristen Hall turns it over. Beg your pardon, Katie Schultz. And for the first time tonight, Mr. Conley reaches for the brand new bottle of whiteout and dabs out that foul that I was going to assess to Kristen Hall. When you're keeping a scorecard, pencils are for whips. Entry pass, basket, and a foul. Rapids stretches the lead to 8-3 with a free throw coming. Aliyah Jenkins. And now that foul is indeed on Kristen Hall. Have to wait for a moment for the liquid paper to dry. Line drive, free throw, no good. Sandquist gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Byler again, 3 high arcing, looked like that was going to go down. Instead, off the back rim, no good. Rebound to Jaslyn Red Cloud, tipped into the backcourt, no violation. The Evergreens are going to be off to a slow start today. They want to make sure they don't fall too far behind. foul line extended. Thinking about that shot was Red Cloud. Pulls it back down. Rapids will reset. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Evergreens have their first subs waiting at the scorer's table. Patient possession for Rapids. Open for that three was Vollert, decides not to take it. Again, too much passing, and does a turnover come eventually? Entry pass here, Red Cloud back out, baseline. That's a harder three, and it's a miss. Offensive rebound, put back too strong, tapped around, comes back out to Rapids. They'll get a third look at the basket. Three ball up, in for Jaslyn Red Cloud. So Rapids has 4 players that have scored. They have 3 makes from behind the arc, and they have an 11-3 lead. Full court press. Don't want to pick up your dribble here. Byler has it. That pass is tipped, and there's a turnover. Back out. Red Cloud, 3. That one was off the mark. You could tell as soon as she released it. Tapped around, and Woolley has the rebound for the Evergreens. Up ahead, Byler is open. Lets it fly. Good! Braylon Byler. Byler's got 2 threes. Accounts for all 6 of the Evergreens' points. 13.5 to go first half. Do the Red Raiders have an answer? That one's off the back rim. No good. Rebound comes out to Schultz. Byler again. Dribble and goes back out. Entry pass. Sandquist splits. Defenders lost the ball and turns it over. It's tough. Split those defenders. Subs in for the Evergreens. Brianna Cook. Callie Ruda. Out goes Woolley and Schultz. Rapids plays the first 5 minutes of this game with their starting 5. No subs for the Red Raiders so far. Vollert now to the corner, baseline 3, and that may have grazed the side of the backboard. Miss there, no good. Avery Brees out of bounds. Everest ball. Rapids again sets up full court pressure. Sandquist. Got a man behind her. Want to be aware of who's there. And then trapped in the corner. That was tipped into the backcourt. That should not be a violation, and it isn't. Referee's right on top of that. Tried to get that pass down low to Cook. It's off one of the Rapids defenders. Stay with Everest. They'll inbound underneath. Rapids by 5. 12:43 to play first half. Evergreens get it in all the way up high. Byler over to Ruda. First start since coming in off the bench. Entry pass to Sandquist. That's a reach in and a foul called there. Non-shooting. We're brought to you by Whitetail Properties, the best in recreational and hunting properties in Wisconsin. Call Brian Resch with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals. Brian will tell you where and how to make it happen. 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468. Blocked underneath, or that may have hit the underside of the rim. Driving in, Red Cloud. That was partially blocked. Out. Should stay Rapids ball. Now the referees looking at each other. Rapids. Think they got that right. Right in front of the Everest bench. Coleman Schilling has a different opinion on whose ball it should be. Rapids on the perimeter. Vollert guarded closely, dribbles off her foot. Loose turned over. That's Rapids' first turnover of the evening. Evergreens come away with it. Straight up 3. Kristen Hall, round and in. Hall scores for the Evergreens. 3 makes from behind the arc, makes it 11-9. Back to a 1-possession game with 11:45 to play until half. Everest plays tighter defense. Goes cross court here to Avery Breeze. Gets it back. Entry pass now to Jenkins. And back out. Driving baseline extra pass down at the player's feet. Back-to-back turnovers for Rapids. Tried to fit that into a tight spot. Hall, long two to tie the game. Yes! Hall has made her last two shots, 11-11, and Rapids wants a timeout. We'll take one, too, with 11 minutes to go. This is DC Everest, Wisconsin Rapids girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
So Rapids was more productive earlier, but then back-to-back turnovers and back-to-back makes for Kristen Hall have tied the game 11 apiece. We're sponsored by Stone Innovations. Get your next countertop Islander backsplash from Stone Innovations, the area's go-to for fabrication, design, and installation of a great variety of stone products. Let Stone Innovations bring your home or business look to the next level. Online at stoneinnovations.net. stoneinnovations.net. Entry pass into traffic, back out, baseline. That's a tough shot from behind the backboard, and it's a miss. Tapped around, Sandquist gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Scholes ahead, Hall. Hall's had the hot hand, splits defenders to the rim. She scores, and she's fouled. Lead change. Evergreens up by 2, and a free throw's coming. So Hall has been asserting herself in the middle stages of the first half. Foul is on Gabby Neelitz, the sophomore who just came in during the timeout. Her first, team second. Free throw, no good. Round, secured by the Evergreens. Loose, gathered in, jump ball. And the arrow stays with Everest. Basketball is brought to you by Nicolay Bank. Personal banking at its best. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Online at nicolaybank.com. Hall, Schultz now. Back to Hall. She's astride behind the three-point arc, but has had the hot hand, so why not? Byler, more reliable shooter, good. The Evergreens have scored the last 7. Byler's got 9, 16-11. So suddenly the vibe's good for the Evergreens. The loose ball out of bounds. That should be Everest ball. Or not. Some in the crowd here saw it the way I saw it. Rapids gets it back. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Evergreens on a run. Rapids extra pass down low to the baseline. That's good. Radke breaks that drought. 4-point game. 3-point game, beg your pardon. Almost trapped in the corner. Sandquist gets out of it, but turns it over. Rapids cannot possess. Back to the Evergreens. Imperial Industries brings you our Zaleski sports coverage. When you join the team at Imperial, you're joining a family. The leading manufacturer of welded tanks and silos, plus vacuum tanks and trucks. Apply today. Take advantage of an extensive benefits package, competitive pay, and a family atmosphere at Imperial Industries. I'm Chris Conley. 0-6 Everest, 0-4 Rapids. Byler give and go everything but the finish. Boy, the Evergreens need those points. Rebound was secured by Vollert. Rapids to the front court. Pass, loose, Rapids keeps. To the corner, open for a 3, good, and we're tied. That's Avery Breeze, who has hit her second 3 of the first half. Evergreen solve full court pressure at 16 apiece. Hall drives in contact. They're going to call an offensive foul. Hall has just picked up her second. I'm not sure I like that call. To me, I don't think the Rapids defender, I don't think that defensive player had her feet set. Okay. Hall with a second foul heads to the bench. Brianna Cook checks in for the Evergreens. Entry pass in traffic. Jenkins back out. 3, good. So now it's Rapids who have scored the last 8 points. Back-to-back makes for Avery Breeze. Evergreens down low. Want to be careful with the ball. Sandquist, long 2, round and in. Shooter's touch to end that Rapids run for Sandquist. 1 point game. 8:20 and counting down in the first half. And you know what? Neither team's turned the ball over a lot. So for winless teams, quality of play has been all right. That's nice to see. And this seems like, this feels like a competitive game that's going to be decided in the second half. Turnover on Gabby Nielmitz. Evergreens come back the other way. 3 ball for a lead change. Schultz off the back rim, no good. Rapids gets the rebound, a one and done. Not a lot of offensive boards for the Everest girls. In traffic, offensive foul. Yeah, I don't think I like that call either. I think the Everest player there was moving. So it's funny, over the course of a game, maybe the calls kind of even their way out. You know what? The officials are huddling about this, and they're staying with the call of an offensive foul. I think the outside official may have seen that the other way. And you know what? This discussion is going to continue. I mean, the official who was closest to it called an offensive foul. I'm not sure how an official who's 20 or 25 feet away could overturn that. The foul is going to be on Kristen Radke. Yeah, it's an offensive foul. And the Evergreens will get the ball back. Trailing by 1. Long pass ahead, almost knocked away, and yeah, turned over. Evergreens Byler couldn't quite control that. Baseline 3, too strong. One and done trip there. Sandquist. Emma Schillinger just missed the other way. Coming back the other way. Free throws for Byler, who's got 9 and will have a chance to get into double digits. Basketball is sponsored by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. That's CulliganH2O.com. Jenkins picks up the foul, her second. Byler's free throw, good. Ties us at 19 apiece. And the Evergreens retake the lead. Everest wants a timeout. 7:24 left in the first half. We'll take a timeout too on Zaleski Sports.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Welcome back to the Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley, normally the voice of the Evergreens. We have lots of Rapids fans looking in tonight, too. Competitive game. Byler's got 11 to lead the Evergreens. Bryce has 9 to lead Wisconsin Rapids. And it's a 1-point game. The difference so far in the game, Rapids has kept the press on, and the Evergreens have done a good job handling it. The Evergreens have played half-court defense that rolls off the rim for Radke, but Rapids fishes the rebound out and will bring it back out to reset. Red Cloud had it for a moment and gets it back. Byler's on her, so Byler guards the freshman. Senior on Frosch there. And the senior got this back out. Look to go to Red Cloud. It's tipped away and turned over. Megan Zemke got a hand in there for the Evergreens. So Megan's productive off the bench. Hall with 2 fouls back into the game. Open for a wide open 3. Missed it. Tapped around back out. Hall secures it again. Byler. This is a long 2. She was on the line and hits the front of the rim. Feet weren't set for that. So the Evergreens had a good open shot that didn't go down, and then a much more difficult kind of forced shot that didn't go either. Clear out for another lead change. Basket, foul. Nielmitz scores, and will get to the free throw line too. Basketball is brought to you by Heartland Farms. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst, now in Hancock. A fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm producing a variety of chipping potatoes. They're farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business, Heartland Farms. Free throw is good for Nielmitz. Rapids makes a substitution. Vollert comes back in. Keep the full court pressure on. Team fouls, 4 for each side. Evergreens get another chance to get this ball into play. Into Woolley. Schultz, and across the timeline. Down low. Wow, spinning, lost her footing, and a miss there underneath for Zemke. Got a foul on Rapids. Non-shooting. Avery Bryce, her first, team's 5th. And the Evergreens will inbound in front of the parent section. Into Sandquist. High dribble, looks to drive in, kicks off. It's Brianna Cook. Cook into traffic. Gets it out, back to Sandquist. Entry pass off the hands of Zemke. Loose in the corner, the Evergreens keep it. Schultz goes cross court. Woolley, Evergreen's leading scorer, Byler's on the bench right now. There's a reach in, and that's the last foul that Rapids has to give, and Byler's time on the bench was short. She's coming back in. Byler in, Ruda in. Foul is on Vollert, her first. Again, the Evergreens go to the bonus now for the final 5:46 of the first half. Rapids' last foul to give. Sandquist, nifty along the baseline, made an extra pass, and her teammate Zemke wasn't expecting it, and it's turned over. So here it is. The Evergreens have possession and a chance to tie and didn't get a look at the basket. Five and a half to go until intermission. Looking to drive in, Radke. Now in the corner, loose baseline that's out of bounds off the Everest player, I think. And our baseline official, who's pretty close to it, hesitated. That was clearly off Ruda of the Evergreens. And Vollert will trigger it in. Yeah, Coach Schilling sensed that our baseline referee was unsure, and he's off the bench to question it. Pulling down that 3, going back out. Breeze almost lost the handle. Byler couldn't pick it up. Hard bump, spin, no call, and round and in. Radke's basket. Who now has 7. And the Red Raiders are up by 4. Evergreen's got to beat the 10-second count here, and it's a bad pass and turned over. Rapids back the other way. A lot of contact, no whistle. That ball looked like it's tied up, but they're going to call a foul on the Evergreens. I think Sandquist. No, on Callie Ruda. Rapids is not in the bonus yet. Basketball brought to you by Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. They have openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Rapids by 4 and possession, 4:45 and counting down left in the first half. On the wing, 3 ball, no good. Rebound for the Evergreens, Grace Sandquist. Evergreens work this ahead. Sandquist, well, the overplay could have driven to the basket, instead backed it back out. 3 for Byler, good. And the Evergreens pull within 1. Byler leads all scorers with 14. Under 4 in the first half. In traffic, Jenkins backs it out. Reset with Avery Breeze. And now over to Radke. Open 3, good. Radke, who now has 10. First Rapids player to double figures. 3.5 to go. Byler, 2. Was moving, difficult shot. Unable to squeeze the rebound was Ruda, and Rapids comes away with the ball. Rapids can build a little bit of an advantage here late in the first half. Cut off along the baseline. That's good defense by Megan Zemke. Zemke knew that the baseline was her friend. It's still going to be Rapids' ball. Evergreens could really use a stop here. Tracy Schmidt, another sophomore, comes in. And Zemke, the junior, goes out. Entry pass in traffic. Well, that's got to be a travel, not called, and up and in, Aliyah Jenkins. Looked like it was dance class in the lane for a while there. And now another turnover. Rapids player saves it, but to no one. Sandquist picks it up for the Evergreens. Filling is Sandquist, now off to the wing. Here's Ruda. Bad pass, loose, 3 ball, round and out, no good. So Byler misses. Ross got the rebound. Long 3, off the front rim, no good. Sandquist. A lot of rebounds for Sandquist for the Evergreens today. The Evergreens have not gotten a lot of second chance looks, but they've been all right on the defensive boards. 3 ball here, short for Kelly Ruda. Rebound comes out to Logan Vollert. 2 minutes to play in the half. Baseline, tough shot, and it's good. That's Jaslyn Redcloud. So Rapids stretches this out to 9, their biggest lead here in the late stages. Jump ball, and it goes over to Rapids. All right, here's a dangerous spot. I mean, the Evergreens don't want to find themselves down by double digits after playing a pretty good first half. Seen a couple of lead changes here. But it's been Rapids that's been playing better in the closing stages of the half. 150 and counting down. Evergreens need to stop and need to inch a little bit closer. And that's a turnover back to the Evergreens. Rapids by 9. See if the Evergreens can cut into this a little bit at least before we head to the locker room. Scholes for the Evergreens. On the overplay, Cook. Baseline right in, scores. Beg your pardon, that's Kelly Ruda. Ruda with the basket for the Evergreens. 7-point game. Another stop, girls. Red Cloud guarded up close. That's a nice pass along the baseline. Long 2, no good. Offensive rebound and a foul. Free throws are coming up for Aliyah Jenkins. Our game coverage is brought to you by Stewart Optical at Union Station, Wausau, for all your eye care and eyewear needs. Open 5 days a week with amazing monthly specials and instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans accepted. Schedule an eye exam today with Stewart Optical. Ruda is called for the foul. It's her second. The first of 2 free throws for Jenkins is good. senior at the free throw line, and gets a friendly roll. Back to a 9-point lead for Rapids. Now 1 minute to play in the half. Woolley on the wing. Byler. Now Schultz. Entry pass, traffic to Sandquist. Woolley open for the three, short. Follows her own miss and gets the rebound. Put back attempt, off the rim, no good. Loose in the corner, Evergreens have it. Good work on the offensive board. Sandquist. 40 seconds to go in the half. Almost a travel. The Evergreens may want a timeout. No, it's a jump ball. Arrow points to the Evergreens. 35 ticks till halftime. 9-point game. Evergreens are running regular offense, not holding for a final shot. Byler's entry pass knocked out again. Yeah, Rapids is playing tight defense, and now Byler loses the opportunity to roam along the baseline. Feet have to be set for this. Tipped on the inbounds pass, loose and turned over. Rapids returns the favor and turns it right back. No? No, off the Everest defender. So Rapids is going to have a chance to get this to a double-digit lead in the closing moments of the first half. 29 seconds left. Cross-court pass, tipped. That should be Everest ball. Ah, they're saying Rapids ball. I thought that Rapids player got a couple of fingers on it. They're closer than I am. Yeah, of course, their call. Clock's moving, 21, 20, 19, 3 ball short. Evergreens get the rebound. 17 seconds, pushing it up the floor. Byler, got time, pass loose, Woolley, Rapids comes away. Flung down the court for Red Cloud, who is fouled. Jaslyn Red Cloud, with 6 seconds left, will get to the free throw line. Katie Schultz is called for her second. First is good, one more coming. Got a coach on the couch ready at halftime? That is a yes. Fleet Farm brings you today's game. Crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm, going on right now, up to 50% on all toys. Ball is loose. Evergreens have it. Got a fling from here. No shot. Rapids will go to the locker room up 35-25. Fleet Farm gives you 50% off on all toys, including top brands like Barbie, Melissa and Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Everything you need in one stop at Fleet Farm. Rapids leads by 10, looking for their first win of the season. Coach on a couch for halftime, and then the second half awaits on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on a Couch, sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm. Going on now, save up to 50% on all toys. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Welcome to Coach on a Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest girls basketball coach Coleman Schilling. Coach, before we get started, just remind the audience how many years you've been coaching at DC Everest, and then why coaching? What is it about you that says, I'm a coach?
Well, this is my second year at DC Everest. The reason I got into coaching, it didn't really happen for me until about my senior year in high school, where I decided that coaching was something for me. And that's huge credit to the coaches that I had at my time in Marathon, from my football coach, Todd Stoffel, to my basketball coaches, Jeff Reiki, Jack Mulnane, Claude Cyber, Adam Jacobson, and then my baseball coach, Steve Warren. It goes beyond the X's and O's. Those life lessons that get instilled into you through the sport. That was something that I wanted to do for others. I have a passion for sports that I coach. But for me, it's giving back. Like the coaches gave to me, I just want to give back to other players. throughout my time as a coach.
Just kind of wrap up last year's team. You had 7 seniors on the team last year that we said goodbye to. Maybe just one last time, kind of reflect on those seniors and what they did for you as a coach, what they did for the Evergreens basketball program.
Mm-hmm. No, I think tremendous job. Not easy, especially as a senior, to have a new coach come and to kind of relearn everything. I mean, you're asking someone to basically drop everything that they have learned in some sort of ways, and then all of a sudden you get coached by someone new. I mean, it's not easy to be put in that situation. Huge kudos to those 7 that stuck it out and helped turn this program hopefully in the right direction. Their leadership, the way they handled themselves, not only on the court but off the court as well. They really set an expectation for the younger classes, and hopefully they continue to follow in their footsteps. So, I thank them. They're going to be they're going to have a special place in my heart for them, based on the fact that was my first team, my first group of seniors in the high school program.
Let's preview this year's team. We'll start kind of big picture, and then we'll narrow it down as we go. Expectations and goals. Conference championship is always a goal. I'm sure that's written down somewhere. What are the expectations for this year's group of Everest?
We never really got over goals this year. We just worry about ourselves. Worry about coming to practice, getting better each and every day. Because sometimes it's exciting what you do when you start looking at other teams and then down the road projections and things of that nature. Ultimately, I just want us to focus on us. How can we do that today? And I think, you do those things, you get rewarded for the work you put in, and we'll take it day by day. And whatever happens, happens. I don't measure success based on a win-loss column. Success can be measured in many different ways. And we're heading into week 3, and I think we've been successful each day. Hitting the ground up, taking it day by day. I like where we're headed. It's a long season. We don't have a lot of players on the varsity lineup, but there's opportunities for everyone to play and prove themselves and get better. So goal-wise, we want conference championship. We want the regionals. You can go on and on. At the end of the day, we don't handle ourselves. That stuff doesn't count.
Talk about this year's group of seniors according to the roster that is handling through. You can update me as you do. What are your expectations for a senior varsity basketball player? Some coaches want them to be an extension of themselves on the floor. Sometimes you want them to be kind of that enforcer on practice to get back on task and back on focus. What is when I say senior expectations, what comes to mind?
Well, just that leadership, the extra voice, not just me and my staff. But I want us to all have a voice. I don't want it to be something where, captains are the only ones to talk. Because then it just starts to lead that to games as well, where we rely on them so much. They're human. They need help too. So they need a whole team needs to know that they have a voice in things. But, captain leadership based on seniors, you set expectations. You lead by example, come to practice early, stay late, just go the extra mile. And the 3 seniors that I have this year have done that. And they're going to continue to do that. And our juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and youth are going to see that. And hopefully, they continue that trajectory of going that extra mile and leading by example and leading with a voice.
Give you a chance here to say some names with the warning ahead of time. I know when I say one name, we always leave ourselves with an opportunity for trouble to miss somebody. But as the season progresses, who are 1 or 2 of those names that people are going to become familiar with when they talk about UC Everest and the Everest?
Oh man, I don't like getting put on the spot. early on our ownership of things, but those two have done a great job of handling that. I'm starting to see it my underclassmen as well. I hate to leave all the players out. It's a team game. It's a program. I can go from the top of the bottom for all sports. But those two, if I had to say anything, it would be those two.
And I'll take the heat, Coach. The girls in the left hand come at me. Let me know. I'm the one who put it up there. Game expectations. Folks are at your game. They're watching, home, away, whatever it is. Regardless of what it says on the scoreboard, people that are watching your girls play, how will they know that things are going according to Coach Schilling's plan?
Well, hopefully you start taking care of the ball a little bit more, being fundamental in the game of basketball, dribbling, passing. The things that you need to just take care of, the things that you can control, and effort. Okay, bring in the energy. Last week's game didn't go according to plan, but what I loved that I saw from rewatching the game was that Megan Zemke ended up making the last shot kind of at the buzzer, and if you didn't know the score, you would have thought that was the game winner. And what I saw last too is we had played all the ball. I mean that's contagious. You see one person dive into the ball that someone else wants.
The exciting conclusion of Coach on a Couch at the Zaleski Sports webpage or on our YouTube channel. I'm Chris Conley. Rapids up by 10, looking for their first win of the season. The Evergreens, 0-6, have a 10-point hole to dig out. First half leading scorers for the Red Raiders, Kristen Radke with 10. Avery Breeze has 9. 7 for Jaslyn Red Cloud, 6 for Elia Jennings, and 3 for Gabby Neilmitz. Rapids is 4 or 5 from the free throw line. They hit 7 threes and turned the ball over only 4 times. High scorer for both teams is Braylon Byler, 14. 7 for Kirsten Hall, 2 for Grace Sandquist, and 2 for Callie Ruda. The Evergreens have 5 threes in the first half. 4 of them belong to Byler. The Evergreens are 2 of 3 at the foul line, and they've turned the ball over 7 times. Basketball is brought to you by Purple Mountain Solutions, your business go-to for public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Byler, Hall, Sandquist, Schultz, and Woolley, the Evergreens starting 5, same they began the game with. Rapids gets the ball, already at a 10-point lead. And there's a gift to the Evergreens, turned over. Byler inbounds to Hall. Outside 3, Schultz, good! No time like now for Katie's first points of the night, and the 10-point lead is trimmed to 7. Rapids back out looking for an answer. The 3 is no good, much too strong for Breeze, and Schultz gets the rebound. Turned over, right back to Rapids. Deflected out off of Sandquist. Sandquist has only 2 points, but it's been a strong rebounding presence for the Evergreens. Radke has it. Entry pass now in traffic to the rim. Good. That's Jaslyn Red Cloud, who now has 9. Double team, almost turned over. It's a jump ball. And the arrow goes to the Evergreens. Boy, when you're trying to come back, dig yourself out of a little hole, gotta be careful with the basketball. Said Captain Obvious, but I mean, it's fundamentals. And when you're looking for your first win, it will probably come when you clean up the fundamentals. Byler, clear out, makes an extra pass back. Long 2 for Sandquist, short. Rebound, pinballs around. Evergreens have it. Back out to Byler. Hall. Sandquist set a screen. Hall with the right hand up and in. Hall now has 9. Back to a 7-point lead. Gets a little more interesting if the Evergreens can get a little closer. Now, open for that 3 was Radke, a little gun shy to take it. Radke gets it back. Got Byler on her. And Rapids goes back out. Pretty good defensive set so far for the Evergreens. Entry pass on the low blocks. Bodied up there by Schultz and up and in anyway. Nothing wrong with the defense there. Jenkins scores down low. Hall picks up her dribble along the baseline. Schultz tried to make an extra pass to Woolley and threw it out of bounds. That's a third turnover in the first 2.5 minutes of the second half. That won't do. We're brought to you by Express Employment. Find your next career path with a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. They're in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer. Online, expresspros.com. 3-ball round and out. Up for the rebound. That's a big board for Kristen Hall. Keeps this at a 9-point game ahead. That's a nice pass. Everything but the finish for Sandquist. So the little things are not going right for the Evergreens, and they're struggling to cut into this lead. 3-ball, good. Jaslyn Red Cloud, that's the biggest lead now for Rapids. Up by 12. Full court press is back on. Sandquist almost double teamed, got a foul. Yeah, someone hit her. Radke picks up her second and the team's first of the half. Hall with the dribble for the Evergreens. And just like that, dribbled out in front of her and turns it over. Yeah, this is the danger spot right here. I mean, the Evergreens aren't built to come back, say, from 15 or 20. Rapids going to take a timeout. A little trouble handling the ball. Rapids will keep possession, leading by 12. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
In any business, you ride the line between numbers and people. It takes balance. CLA, CPAs, consultants, and wealth advisors will get you there.
Your Clifton Larson Allen office is in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and CLAconnect.com.
Basketball tonight is brought to you by Sutton Transport in Weston, a local family-owned trucking company specializing in next-day LTL delivery and nationwide volume LTL services. Rest assured of getting your freight to its destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport in Weston, fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Rapids keeps the ball after their timeout. On the drive, Radke, that's a clean block by Sandquist, but saved into the Rapids player who misses. Another look at the rim, and Jenkins scores. Rapids bumps it up to 14. Byler's got it for the Evergreens. 14 in the first half. Hall off her foot and recovered by Schultz. Sandquist splits defenders, looking for a whistle, does not come. Tried to split defenders, kind of an underhand scooping shot that didn't get anywhere near the rim. Rapids goes back out. Breeze tried to get that in. You're going to say off the Everest defender. Off Hall, and it will stay with Rapids. The Evergreens will use this stoppage to get a couple of new players in. Brianna Cook and Callie Ruda. We're brought to you by Foundation Finance. Here's your chance to work with a company that really knows growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. They have great full-time and part-time positions. Start a job making money you need with flexible scheduling at a close-knit, fun-loving group. Full-time benefits that start day one at foundationfinance.com. Evergreens get the ball back. And a reach-in foul, non-shooting. Jenkins has just picked up her third. Sandquist will inbound for the Evergreens underneath her own basket. Tipped on the inbounds pass and another turnover. Going to have a foul, I think, before the shot here. In fact, that's what the officials are discussing along the baseline. This should be a non-shooting foul. See if that's the way they get it. Nope, they'll be awarding 2 free throws. Sandquist is called for the foul. First free throw for Kristen Radke is no good. The lead stays at 14. And offensive rebound for Jenkins, who followed the miss. Jump ball to Rapids. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. All major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Sandquist is coming out. Ruda is in for the Evergreens. In traffic to the rim, foul. Free throws coming up. Jenkins to the free throw line. Foul on Brianna Cook. Jenkins already 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Make it 3 of 4. We have 12 and a half to play in the game, but is it slipping away from the Evergreens right now? The Rapids lead has swelled to 16. Full court press is back on. The Evergreens with some trouble getting it in. To Hall, and now ahead to Ruda into the front court. Double teams coming. Yeah, Ruda didn't know there was a player behind her. Evergreens are lucky to keep possession here at the feet of Byler and turned over. Evergreens had 7 turnovers in the entire first half, and they have 6 more here in the second. Again, not careful with the ball, just hard to come back. Just a lot of empty possessions in this second half as Rapids has been asserting itself. That was a foul line extended open shot, instead back out for a 3. It's a miss. Offensive rebound, Vollert, that was blocked. I think that was clean. No, they're calling a foul on Hall. Now that looked pretty good. So just nothing goes your way, right? Foul was on Hall, her third. Logan Vollert, the senior, gets her first point of the night. Mutual of Wausau Insurance sponsors our Zaleski sports coverage, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Find an agent near you at mutualofwausau.com. That's one word, mutualofwausau.com. 2 for 2 on the friendly roll for Vollert. And an 18-point hole, and turned over again. Yeah, just there are a lot of possessions where the Evergreens don't even get a look at the basket. There's a drive and a miss, loose ball, jump ball to the Evergreens. Basketball is brought to you by Auto Select of Weston, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years with a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue, Weston. Evergreens want a timeout. I mean, it just feels like it's just going in the wrong direction. Rapids by 18 with 11:42 to play in the game. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
I'm Chris Conley. Since halftime, Rapids has outscored DC Everest 13-5. Evergreens have turned the ball over 12 times in the game, 5 for Rapids. Everest ball after what had been a tie-up before the timeout. And a little trouble getting it in. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Over at the scorer's table, they have not reset the possession arrow, which should now point towards Rapids. There they go. They got it. Johnny on the spot. Byler to the corner and back out. On the perimeter with Schultz. Dribbles in, splits defenders. That's a nice move, but kicks out for a longer 2. It's good. Evergreen sure did need that. Ruda now has 4 points. Rapids with an extra pass, foul at the rim. Jenkins goes back to the free throw line. Short break for Kristen Hall, who has 3 fouls. She's coming back in for the Evergreens. This is Ruda's 3rd foul. Free throw is good. Jenkins is now 5 of 6 from the foul line. That one rolls around and out. Lane violation and another free throw coming up for Jenkins. My, oh my. And Hall is being given a little lesson by that underneath official on where she can and can't be. And the second free throw, the do-over, is good. to the baseline. Schultz, 3, hit one earlier. That's off the back rim. Loose, Evergreens have it. Byler splits defenders to the rim, too strong. Rapids gets the rebound. Yeah, the turnovers and very few second chance opportunities for the Evergreens, especially in the second half, just makes the comeback harder. And there's the 3. Breeze now has 12, and it's a 21-point lead. Entry to Sandquist. That's a tough shot. Had the player bodying her up and left it too strong. And there's the frustration reach in on Sandquist. Her second, team's 5th non-shooting. 10 minutes left in this one. And all the signs are pointing in Rapids' direction right now. Pass down low. Wow, that looked like a travel. Instead, a foul is called. Shooting, too. Hall, who just came in, promptly picks up her 4th. Hall thought that was clean, and she's chatting with the official underneath. Jenkins for 2. First one's good. The lead stays at 22. Hall gets the rebound but was falling backwards. And Rapids will get the ball back. Yeah, we've played 8 minutes in this second half, and the Evergreens have only 7 points. This was a 10-point game at halftime and a 22-point game now. In traffic on the entry pass, Rapids still has it. Rapids will take a timeout with the ball in traffic. 9:50 to go. We'll take a break, too. This is girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse, where the Evergreens fans are real quiet right now, as the team may be staring down its 7th loss to start the season. Wisconsin Rapids on a 19-7 run since halftime, and they'll have the ball out of this timeout. 9:50 to go. Again, the Everest girls have Wausau East on Friday, so that's another opportunity to pick up their first win, although it is looking less and less likely that that's going to come tonight. In traffic, turned over. Sandquist. Evergreens did not have numbers, so that's smart to back it out. Ruda playing with 3 fouls. Byler, who has not scored in the second half, and misses everything. Yeah, Byler's been stuck on 14. Megan Zemke in, Callie Ruda out for the Evergreens. Red Cloud has it. Byler guards her. And Byler picks her pocket. Well, there's Brianna's first point. No, cannot assume. Byler gets the steal and rolls it off the rim. Another empty trip for the Evergreens, and along the baseline, Sandquist foul. Rapids is in the bonus now as Grace Sandquist has picked up her third foul. Sydney Holberg, the freshman, now in for Rapids. 1-1 here. Good. Freshman in the scorers column. Logan Vollert will come in. Gabby Neilmitz out for the Red Raiders. Two free throws for Sydney Holberg. Byler to the front court. Baseline, 3, no good. Up goes Jenkins for the rebound for Rapids. Looking to drive in, Red Cloud, she's fouled. Free throws coming up. The Evergreens are a frustrated team. On each whistle, they're looking around at each other. They're looking around at the referees. Kirsten Hall is just fouled out. Alyssa Chapin comes in. Red Cloud to shoot 2. Stays at a 24-point game. Zemke gets the rebound and gives it over to Byler. Now to the front court. Schultz almost dribbled it off her foot. Able to keep it from going into the backcourt just barely. Byler to Sandquist, who splits defenders and scores. Grace Sandquist. First basket of the second half, 4 tonight. 8 minutes to go and a 22-point lead for Rapids. 3 ball short. Rebound to the Evergreens. Sandquist. So productive on both ends of the floor the last 2 trips. Sandquist high dribble and fouled. Only the third team foul against Rapids in this half. The freshman, Sydney Holberg, is called for it. Evergreens will inbound in front of the student section. Byler's got it. Byler clear out to the baseline. That's blocked from behind. Ahead to Vollert. Vollert still with the dribble. Nice pass underneath, but no finish. Hit the underside of the backboard. Brees misses it, and the Evergreens have it back. There's still time left for a comeback. Byler splits, gives off to the baseline. 3, no good. A miss for Ruda. Tracked down in the corner. Evergreens will get another look. Zemke tracked the rebound down. Byler splits defenders, hangs and scores. Braylon Byler. 16 for Braylon to lead the Evergreens. Just under 7 minutes. And the Evergreens trail by 20. So there is time, but you gotta be moving in the right direction. Vollert, extra pass, turned over. Evergreens will get the ball back. And you know, it's not like Rapids has, in their season files so far, closing out a game and getting a win. Rapids has not won a game yet. And yet the Evergreens don't have in their files the big comeback. Annabelle Ross is coming in for Rapids. So at least for now, just doesn't feel like Rapids is in any danger. But the Evergreens It gets interesting if you can cut into the margins. Can you get it down to single numbers? Schultz was open for a 3, and she travels. See, again, you're hesitant to pop the 3, and then moments later you give the ball back. A 13th turnover for Everest. Radke is a little faster than Sandquist, and everything but a finish. And Sandquist gets the rebound. And here's a whistle, a late foul. This is a bailout foul that will keep the ball with the Evergreens. Jaslyn Redcloud picks up her first. Rapids takes a timeout. Evergreens have the ball, trailing by 20. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Down in Wisconsin Rapids, DC Everest boys hockey team is playing Rapids tonight. The Everest boys look good this year. We'll see them again 48 hours from now in the Marathon Cup. The Everest boys had a weekend win over Waukesha, a good hockey team. The Evergreens are hoping to be competitive. Hopefully they'll play West in the Saturday championship game. They'll open against Mosinee on Thursday, bumping to the rim. Foul here is going to be called on Logan Vollert. It'll be Logan's second and the team's fifth. I don't know, down at the South Wood County Ice Arena, that could be a pretty good hockey game tonight. No coverage of that. Schultz, entry pass. Sandquist dribbles, gets around the defender to the rim, a miss. And the rebound to Sydney Holberg. Yeah, the Evergreens just show no sign of inching back into this. Rapids is led by as many as 25. And Rapids doesn't have to push, so Vollert backs it back out. 5.5 to go. Down low in traffic. Foul is on Elsa Chapin. 2 free throws coming. Brianna Cook comes in for the Evergreens, and Grace Sandquist goes out. Actually, they're saying this is a non-shooting foul. It'll be a 1-and-1. After these shots, Rapids will be in the double bonus for the rest of the game. So it's live on a miss, and it's a make. One more for Sydney Holberg, who has 4 points, all of them from the foul line. Down at the feet of Chapin, who gathers it in. Byler over to the wing. Pass was down at the feet of Cook, driving back in. Free throws coming up for the Evergreens. This game suddenly has no pace because there have been a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws. Jaslyn Redcloud is called for her second. Brianna Cook looking for her first points of the night. Too strong. Emma Schillinger comes in for the Red Raiders. Cook, one was too strong, one was too soft. And the rebound secured by Sydney Holberg. Under 5 to play. Got a whistle, 2 fouls, double bonus coming up here. Megan Zemke is called for her second foul. Free throw is good for Gabby Nielmitz. And one more coming. Left that one short. Rebound to the Evergreens, Megan Zemke. The Rapids lead at 23. Strong, too strong on the finish. No finish for Chapman. Tried to follow her miss. Gets another chance. Hits the underside of the rim. Got 3 looks. None of them would go down. Was under the cylinder the last time she got the ball back. Clock's moving. 4:20, 4:19, 4:18. Rapids driving in traffic. Miss. No whistle. Offensive rebound up. In. Back to the biggest lead of the game, up to 25 on Radke's basket. And 4 minutes to go. Byler splits defenders, underhand scooping shot, no good. Byler had a big first half and only 2 since halftime. Out of bounds, stays with Rapids. And the Evergreens, seeing that this one is not going to go their way tonight, are putting 3 new players in. Sophomore Tracy Schmidt comes in. Woolley is back in, and Callie Ruda. So Rapids, what, a 45-minute, maybe a little longer bus ride home? Going to be a happy ride in. Turnover there. Ruda gets it over to Cook. Cook in traffic, almost lost it, goes back out. Woolley. 3.5 now. Schmidt in traffic, loses it off her foot. Got to get out of the lane and avoid the 3-second call. She does, and the Evergreens reset. Brianna Cook's got it. Entry pass here. Zemke dribbles it off her hip, gets it back. A lot of traffic. There's going to be a blocking foul. Yeah, both players were moving. Everest player looks like she went down a little hard. There's going to be a 1-and-1. As the foul is on Annabelle Ross. And Zemke to the free throw line for Everest. Just barely grazes the front of the rim, and Rapids has it. Long 2. Good for Emma Schillinger, her first points. So the Rapids lead keeps growing bigger on what's going to be their first win of the season. Under 3 minutes to play now. If Rapids could bring this game to future games, they'd get more wins. Rapids has played winning basketball tonight. The Evergreens have just committed their 14th turnover on that travel. We said earlier, last Thursday, we saw Everest and Mosinee. Mosinee was a winless team. They played winning basketball on Thursday night and then came back and took another, beating Antigo. I'll be down in Mosinee on Friday night for the boys' basketball game against Tomahawk. The Mosinee boys look good this year, so looking forward to checking them out. Rapids keeps it on the perimeter. We'll go under 2 minutes to play in the game on this possession. down low, and a foul. Callie Ruda is going to get called for her fourth. Gabby Neilmitz has free throws coming. Beg your pardon, this is Emma Schillinger, who's just made her first, and she'll get one more. Good. Rapids has 8 players in the scoring column, so their bench has gotten a little bit longer as their lead's gotten a little bit bigger. Evergreen's just no flow in the second half and another turnover. Long 2, good for Gabby Neilmitz. Gabby's now got 6. 1.5 to go until final horn. Countdown to victory for Wisconsin Rapids. Ball's deflected into the Everest bench. It'll stay with the Evergreens. And you know what? If the Evergreens, again, Wausau East may be an easier opponent on Friday, but if the Evergreens don't clean up these turnovers, that's not assured either. Down low, spinning, scoring is Megan Zemke. She'll get a chance for a three-point play. Clock stops at 1:09 left in the game on the Rapids foul. Annabelle Ross commits the foul. That knee brace almost looks like it may creak as she shoots this free throw. And she missed it. A minute to go. Neilmitz on the dribble, pass down low, missing at the rim is Annabelle Ross. Ball's loose, and there's a foul. Loose ball fouls on Rapids. We're going to walk down to the other end. It's a double bonus. Gabby Neilmitz. 9th, not 10th. So this is a 1-and-1. Good for Kelsey Woolley, who gets herself into the scorer's column. Kelsey has one more. She got them both. All that's left to be determined is the final margin of victory. Rapids by 27. They've been up by as many as 31. Half a minute left. Neilmitz drives, makes the extra pass, saved and back out for a 3, missed everything, and out of bounds. We'll be on the floor, see if we can catch up with Coach Mitch Wolding as his team gets its first win of the season. In traffic, hits the underside of the rim. Tracy Schmidt. 5 seconds to go. Rapids will not have to shoot. And Rapids, that will count at the buzzer, making the margin of victory 29. Wisconsin Rapids defeats DC Everest. Final score is 69-40. And the final basket goes to Gabby Neilmitz, who finishes the night with 8 points. Congratulations to the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Their first win of the season, they improved to 1-4. And the Everest girls have dropped their first 7 games of the year. That's going to conclude our play-by-play coverage of this 29-point win for Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids stretched this out from a 10-point lead at halftime. Up next, our post-game show brought to you by Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy has fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds at Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Again, wrapping up our play-by-play coverage tonight from the Everest Fieldhouse. Our final score, it's Wisconsin Rapids 69. Some question now about whether that last basket is going to count or not. The official clearly signaled that it did. So either 69 or 67. We're going to stick with the call on the floor, right? The official clearly signaled good. 69-40 is what we believe our final score is tonight as we wrap up our Zaleski Sports play-by-play coverage. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy, and we are so lucky. We have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin but in the United States marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fleur, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welding is about strength. The strength of structures and components, fabrications used to support industries and communities everywhere. The creation of something greater than its separate parts. Welders are creative. Their skills set them apart from the crowd. Start with a problem, feel the heat, make the sparks, become the solution. Manufacturing moves the Midwest and the world. Study welding at North Central Technical College.
Good job, contacts!
You know better when you see it. But sometimes, it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
actually because they're one of our clients too. All right, that's fine. We'll talk to you after Friday.
Yeah.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843, and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Coach, can I have you for a few moments?
It's always easier after we're just going to give you the thumbs up in just a moment.
I'm Chris Conley back at the DC Everest Fieldhouse where Wisconsin Rapids gets their first girls basketball win of the season. Final score 67-40. Coach, the first one always feels good?
Yeah, felt good.
I thought in the second half the team played well. Duplicate that later in the season, more wins will come.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job of having pressure in the second half and maybe throughout the game, and I think it just kind of took its toll, and I was able to break through in the second half.
I thought one of the keys, you generated turnovers, and you didn't turn the ball over a lot. That's one of the keys to winning basketball.
Right, and we talked about it just after the game about our turnovers, and compared to the last few games, we're about half of what the last few games have been. So for us to take care of the ball, get more possessions was a big key as well.
And give the team credit. The effort seemed good. Obviously, it's not the kind of start that you want to get off of, but each game, blank page, new chance, and the girls rose to that challenge.
Yeah, we were happy with the outcome and happy with the possessions throughout the game, and again, just going back and learning from film and taking it day by day.
10-point lead at halftime, 27-point lead at the final buzzer. Coach, congratulations. Enjoy the ride home. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're wrapping up our Zaleski sports coverage. Rapids goes to 1-4 for the season. The Everest girls are 0-7. Again, the final score, the last-minute shot at the buzzer was waved off after a brief conference at the scorer's table. So the final score is not 69-40, it's 67-40 as Rapids gets their first win of the season. That wraps up our Zaleski sports coverage tonight. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody.